Every tale here unveils the darkest depths of love, betrayal, and the complexities of human emotions. Subscribe now and immerse yourself in stories that no one dares to share. I still recall the soft click of the door closing behind me that night. It was a gentle sound, almost hesitant, yet far too delicate for the storm raging inside me. I stepped inside with a strained smile, my cheeks sore from the fake expressions I'd held all evening, and my hair a little messy from the wind. My heels echoed against the wooden floor as I called out, "Daniel, I'm home." No reply, just silence. The house carried a faint scent of coffee and a trace of his cologne, the one I used to bury my face in when we embraced. The living room lamp cast a warm golden light, but it felt cold, almost staged. And there he was, sitting on the couch, elbows on his knees, staring at the floor. "Hey," I said, placing my purse on the side table, trying to sound casual, though my heart hammered in my chest, guilty. He slowly raised his eyes to meet mine. Not with anger, nor tears, just emptiness. "How was dinner?" His voice was flat. "Good," I lied, forcing a soft laugh. "Just the usual girls' night, you know. We tried that new Italian place by the mall." He nodded slowly, his gaze never leaving me, unsettling and unreadable. "Must have been nice." My throat went dry. My phone in my purse felt like a ticking time bomb. The texts, the pictures, the hours I couldn't explain. I had cheated and he knew. I had no idea how, but I could feel it in the way he didn't move when I smiled, in the way his fingers didn't twitch to reach out to me. "Daniel, is everything okay?" I asked, my voice as light as I could manage, stepping closer, thinking distance might bridge the gap growing between us. He leaned back on the couch, arms crossed, his face unreadable. "Who is he?" My heart froze. My breath caught in my throat, leaving me in a painful silence. What are you talking about?" He tilted his head, a bitter, disbelieving smile barely touching his lips. "Don't do this, Claire. Don't insult me with lies. Who is he?" I opened my mouth, but no words came. My mind scrambled for excuses, for a version of the truth that wouldn't hurt so much. "I saw the messages," he continued, his voice calm, too calm. "I saw how you smiled at your phone when you thought I wasn't looking. I know you didn't go to Melissa's tonight. She sent me a picture of her with her husband at home." My knees buckled. Melissa, my alibi, had shattered without even trying. "Daniel, save it," he interrupted, slowly standing up. "You don't need to explain how you kissed him, or how you made time for him when I was here, making dinner, waiting for you. It was a mistake," I whispered, the words feeling like ash in my mouth. He let out a sharp laugh, not loud, but breaking like glass. "A mistake? You don't accidentally end up in someone else's bed, Claire." The silence after that was worse than any yelling, any anger. He didn't rage. He didn't cry. He just stopped. The next few days were an odd kind of hell. It wasn't the kind of explosive, screaming breakup I'd seen in movies or heard about from friends. Daniel was there, present, breathing the same air, but not really. He went to work. He answered when I spoke, but only what was necessary. No warmth, no softness. Just silence. And that silence was suffocating, more painful than any anger could ever be. I wanted him to shout, to call me names, to demand explanations, but he didn't. He let the weight of what I'd done settle between us, hanging like smoke, suffocating me every time I tried to sleep beside him. "Why don't you say something?" I finally asked one night, tears burning in my eyes. He didn't look at me. "I've already said everything I needed to," he murmured, turning his back to me. "I'm sorry," I whispered, the words sounding weak even to myself. "I'm sure you are," he said quietly. "But you weren't sorry when you were with him." That was when I cried, not just out of guilt, but because I realized how deep I had broken us. Trust wasn't like a vase that you could glue back together. It was like breath. Once it was gone, you couldn't simply breathe it back in. Weeks passed. The house grew quieter than a tomb. I tried harder, cooking his favorite meals, asking about his day, leaving little notes like I did when we first got married. Nothing worked. Then one evening, as the sun dipped low, casting an orange glow across the living room, he sat me down. "Claire," he said, finally using my name with some weight. "I've been thinking a lot about us, about what I want my life to look like. My heart raced. And I don't think I can do this anymore. The words cut through me like a blade. Please no, Daniel, we can fix this. I'll cut all ties with him. I'll go to counseling. He shook his head slowly. This isn't about him anymore. It's about what you chose when you had me at home, loving you, and still decided to lie. It's about every night I sat here thinking I was enough, and you proved I wasn't. I reached for his hand, but he gently pulled it away as if even touch was too much now. I'm filing for separation, he said. We'll talk about the details later. I'm not here to punish you, Claire. I'm just done. And that was it. No shouting. No slammed doors. Just the quiet end to a love that once felt unshakable. The hardest part wasn't the divorce papers that came weeks later. It wasn't even telling my family or explaining to friends why my marriage ended. It was remembering that night, walking in, smiling, thinking I could hide what I had done, and seeing the man who loved me, who would have forgiven almost anything, sitting in silence because his heart had already shattered beyond words. His silence was my punishment. Because in that silence lived all the questions he never asked. Why? How could you? I thought I knew you. Months later, I still check my phone sometimes, half expecting a message from him. I still picture him unlocking the door at the end of the day, calling my name. But I know he's gone, not just from the house, but from the space where our future once was. And now, I walk alone, my smile a mask I wear for the world. I learned the hard way that some wounds don't bleed out loud. Some wounds live in silence. And that silence echoes forever. Thank you for watching this story unfold. If it resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories that stay with you long after the last word is spoken. Until next time, keep your heart guarded and your mind sharp.